Forever could never be long enough for me to feel like I've had long enough with you. Forget the world now, we won't let them see. But there's one thing left to do. Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Together could never be close enough for me to feel like I am close enough to you. You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, and you're beautiful. Now that the wait is over, and love has finally showed her my way. Marry me today and every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Promise me you'll always be happy by my side. I promise to sing to you when all the music dies. And marry me today and every day. Marry me. If I ever get the nerve to say hello in this cafe, say you will. Say you will. Marry me.
We stand here at this moment in time where life is touched by love and love by life. May I ask, who presents Shelley to be joined in marriage with David?
Her mother and I.
David, I'm going to ask you to please greet your new father-in-law and then escort your lovely bride forward.
Dearly beloved, we have been invited here today to share with Shelley and David a most important moment in their lives. In the time that they have been together, their love and understanding of each other has grown and matured. And now they have decided to continue their lives as, those are the angels, it's okay, to continue their lives as husband and wife. And we have been invited to hear David and Shelley as they promise to face the future together for this world that has been created for them with its beauty and grace that surrounds us all. We give many thanks. Well, Shelley and David, today is your day, but it is also a celebration for the rest of us, for it is such a pleasure for us to see your love in bloom and to participate in the wedding of two people who are so delightfully suited to one another. It lifts our spirits to be in the presence of such a love, to bask in the sweetness of two people who so obviously adore one another, two people who want to laugh together and walk together for a lifetime. For the two of you, all of us here today ask for every blessing that this moment can bestow. A confirmation on the wisdom of your choice to love one another, great happiness upon the path that is being set before you today with kindness and care as you walk upon it, with strength to live out your purpose, and grace and peace throughout each step of your journey, with beloved friends and family to support you along the way. David and Shelley, look at one another and remember this very moment in time. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife." Well, the sun is smiling on us today, and how can it not? For your love is stronger than forever, and your hearts beat together as one. Shelley and David, as you come this day to affirm your love and your commitment, may you always remember to cherish each other and live each day that you will share it by one another's side. Peggy, I'm going to ask you to please hold Shelley's flowers. And David and Shelley, please hold hands. David, do you take Shelley as your wedded wife? Will you treat her with love and devotion, honor and respect? Do you promise to stand by her, to defend and protect her, and to remain faithful to her for all of your days?
I do.
And Shelley, do you take David as your wedded husband? Will you treat him with love and devotion, honor and respect? Do you promise to stand by him, to defend and protect him, and to remain faithful to him for all of your days?
I do.
Shelley and David, the vows that you are about to exchange serve as a reflection of the love that you have just promised to one another. It is not only the words that you speak today which will unite you together as one, but also that inner sense of love and commitment that each of you feels so deeply within your souls. No other human ties are as tender, no other vows more sacred than those you are now about to repeat. I, David,
I, David,
Take you, Shelley,
take you, Shelley,
as my beloved wife,
as my beloved wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness or in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for all of my days.
for all of my days.
Beautiful. Shelley, you ready? I, Shelley,
I, Shelley,
take you, David,
take you, David,
as my beloved husband,
as my beloved husband,
to have and to hold, from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poor,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
for all of my days.
for all of my days.
The wedding ring is a symbol of completeness and eternity, and may the imperishable substance of your rings reflect a love which will shine with increasing radiance throughout all of your years together. Ryan, may I please ask you to present the rings? And I'm going to ask you to please give the bride's ring to the groom. Thank you. And David, while placing Shelley's ring on her wedding ring finger, go ahead and place it on there. And David, I would like you to please hold that ring in place on Shelley's finger as you say to her, with this ring,
I thee wed, and pledge you my love, now and forever.
and Ryan, could you please give the groom's ring to the bride? Oh, I'm sorry, sorry. Shelley, please take David's ring and place it on his wedding ring finger and hold it in place as you say to him, with this ring, I thee wed, and pledge you my love, now and forever. And I'm going to ask you to please join hands once again. May your hands be forever clasped in friendship and your hearts joined forever in love. And now I'm going to ask the two of you if you would please step back here behind the barrel table. It is only from families from which new families emerge. Today, the vials of glass crystals that you see before you symbolize your two separate lives and your two individual families. You come to this moment from these two families, and the new emerges from the old, the present from the past. David and Shelley, you have chosen colors of glass that represents each of you in a special and unique way. Throughout your lives, you have been two colorful, complete, amazing people, all on your own, just like the glass crystals that you see before you. But today is special. Today you will become husband and wife, and you will create new, beautiful combination of your colors. Today, Shelley and David are symbolically creating something that is going to be unique for the two of them. After their Unity in Glass ceremony today, the glass crystals will be sent off to Texas, and they will be colorfully mixed pieces of glass that will be forged into one-of-a-kind glass sculpture as unique and as special as their love for one another. The pieces of their personality that complement each other will be reflected in the glass sculpture that they will be able to display in their home forever. So David and Shelley, please go ahead and combine those crystals. Well, marriage is a coming together of two lives and a celebration of the love of two people, but it is so much more. The love that David and Shelley feel for one another is the flowering of a seed that their parents planted in their hearts years ago. As they embrace one another in their love, so do they embrace their families, which have been brought together on this happy occasion. So as a sign of love for their families, Shelley and David would like to offer these symbols of eternal love, these roses, to their mothers, Mimi and Judy. Shelley and David, now you have exchanged solemn vows before your friends and your family, and you have made a sacred promise to love and honor and cherish one another and to share all of your years ahead. You have been joined together, but you are still individuals. You have made a commitment for the long road, and now you must continue to be good traveling companions. Walk together and walk in grace. Stand shoulder to shoulder and take strength from your togetherness. Walk hand in hand and take pride in your closeness. And remember that the sweetest music that two voices can make is not when they sing the same melody, but rather when two different refrains join together in close and perfect harmony. David and Shelley, you have expressed your love to one another through the commitment and promises that you have just made. It is with these in mind and by the authority bestowed upon me by the state of California, it is now my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. David, you may kiss your beautiful bride.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000
Please put your hands together, make some noise for Gianna and Adriana Plesha, along with their mother, Julie Plesha. Family, friends, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you your best man and matron of honor. Please put your hands together, make some noise for Ryan Plesha and Peggy Plesha. All right, family, friends, the moment you've all been waiting for. I said, everyone, please rise and help me and welcome me, your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. David Plesha. All right, family, friends, you may be seated. At this time, David and Shelley are going to share their very first dance together as a married couple.
And I found love when I found you. When I look in your eyes, I know it's true. My life was lonely, yeah, broken and blue.
I'd like to thank you guys for being here. I composed a speech that I completely lost, so here we go. Shelley, you look absolutely gorgeous. You do. Dave? The same. Just reflecting back on childhood, I've always viewed you as a role model, someone I looked up to. You know, despite the constant beatings, the wedgies that resulted in part of my underwear wrapped around my head, the nuggies, the wet willies. I've always admired characteristics that you have. And I'm not talking about those weird collections of calculators, the garbage bags full of pens. Do you know what I'm saying? No? You don't need to know about this. This is kind of weird behavior.
He does want a pen.
He does have a shoe collection that probably rivals yours. Is this true? No, he's a truly a great man. A man that's always been in touch with those who in need. True man that has always been there for other people, including myself. I've always admired his spontaneity. Really, there is no plan. He just fought for us in his pants. Which is definitely, for me, it's something that I definitely admire. Really, but the characteristic that stand out above anything else is really his ability to help me and give me what I needed all along. With that, I just want to say thank you so much. Never asked anything. So. Anyway, I want to propose a toast to Shelley and David. Good health, unfortunately. Bless.
Thank you, Ryan.
And friends, I would like to introduce to you your maid of honor. Please give a warm welcome to Peggy.
I got a little something I wrote. Hello, everyone. I'm Peggy, and I'm thrilled to be here tonight to celebrate the wedding of my dear friend Shelley and her new husband David. For those of you that don't know me, Shelley and I are childhood friends, and we've been friends for 32 years. Long time. When Shelley and David first met, it was love at first sight. I love hearing all about David and what a wonderful man that he is. And she wasn't lying. I mean, he took her to Paris. And I have to admit, I was a little nervous about the Paris trip because they hadn't been dating long. And I was scared that he might do something bad to her. But it turns out I was overreacting because she had an incredible time. David, I'm so happy that Shelley found you. Because not only are you handsome and charming, but you're also successful, you're hardworking, you're considerate, you're patient, you're loyal. You treat Shelley like gold. And you're also thoughtful to her family and friends. She's worth all the good that you have to offer because she values you and she's worth it. To the beautiful bride, Shelley. We first met when you were only 4 and I was 6. Hard to believe that we were that young when we first met. I love that we are still friends and closer than ever. I've always been proud of your achievements, from excelling in gymnastics along with many other sports, being nominated, and becoming the homecoming queen. You've always been hardworking, set goals, and achieved them. I admire you and I'm proud to have you as my friend. You helped me celebrate my wedding and helped me get through some really tough times. Thank you. And I'm glad you were by my side through all of it. Having been married myself, I can say this. It can be awesome if you let it. It's not only about finding the right person, it's about being the right person. It's about give and take, and it's okay to disagree. It's okay to have a bad day. When you love one another truly and deeply, the tough moments pass and you get through it. Cherish the good times, look forward to growing old together, compliment each other, always say I love you and mean it. Give hugs and take lots of pictures. Shelley, I love you. You're special to me, and thank you for letting me be a part of this special day. Everyone can take their glasses. To David and Shelley, I wish you both nothing but a lifetime of love and joy, for all your wishes to come true, and for a life of peace and abundance. Congratulations.
Cheers. Cheers.
You're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart.
They're going to exchange love letters with one another. These letters will not be read out loud today, but whether David and Shelley will open these letters on their first anniversary, they'll share the wine and read what they've written to one another, stating what they love about each other and why they have chosen to marry here today.
I don't care, go on and tell